In this video, we're going to talk about accounting to receivable. Under the receivable list, we can keep track of all accounts receivable within every voucher by numbering them. In order to do so, we have to go to User Customization, Configuration, and Function Setup. Here, go to Payable Receivable Management. Click on Receivable Number Management and either have it as optional or required. There are multiple ways to keep track of the receivable numbers. The first method is by going to Accounting 1, Fast Entry, and General Journal. Sales Invoice 2, we can keep track by putting in the additional info here. The second way to do it is by going to Collective Sales. Under Inventory 1, Sales, and Collective Invoicing, we can select the preferred vendor and click Sales Invoice. By making a batch, we can also set up a tracking number. The record is then viewed at Projection Voucher Status. By using the calendar mode, deposit cash increase, like so. Going back to Accounting 1 and Setup, you can set up a receipt date for each vendor. Click on Customer and go to Credit Limit and Price. By selecting the receipt payment due to 1 day later and hitting Save, we can go to Accounting 1 and make a sales invoice. Under the voucher date of the 13th, if we bring in the customer, it sets it to the 14th. Lastly, here is another way of keeping track of the receivables by not leaving a record on the vouchers in Accounting 1. Go to Receivable List. Press New. Save the data like so. And if you go to a new receivable payment, you can see the newest data here. If you do not want to keep a record of it in Accounting 1, just press Decrease Only Receivable. By hitting Save, that number is gone, and if you go to a receivable payment status, you can see it received here. On the other hand, if you go to the new receivable payment by clicking the new receivable payment and hitting Receipts Journal, click on the bank that you received your money and select Apply. On your right, you can see the additional information of the receivable tracking number applied. Hit Save. The list is no longer visible from here. Going back to the receivable payment status, we can see that we have received it as well here.